Welcome back to another free preset Friday. I'm ADAY, and we're here with Tarant Records, and we're going to be making a growl bass in FM8. This is what it sounds like. So let's dive right in. We're going to start with the new preset in the ops under expert. And the only thing I changed was E to a square, and then D I brought it down to a half, E down to a quarter, F down to a half. Everything else is the same over here and all that. All those settings are the same. Over here, you just want to get the bottom tone of the growl where it's going to start, so it's not going to be too exciting. So go back to F. This is just F. This is me putting E into F, a little more gritty, and then D into E, which goes into F, and then I did a little feedback on D or amp, whatever it's called, and just fed it back into itself. Gives a little more high-end white grit to the top of the sound. And that's honestly, that's the programming in the FM matrix. Nothing else changed besides the effects, and the effects were an overdrive for saturation, distortion. You could use the tube, you could use the cabinet. All of those are great for getting that. Then the shelving EQ, I used the just the high end to move it. The phaser is just, again, just a nice like lasery metallic-y tone into the sound. And same with the reverb, is just to add more dynamic and tone to the sound, because when the reverb opens up and when I do the macro, it gets a little more washed out, it gets a little more wider, and it all these little things just add up into making the sound just that much more unique, that much more dynamic, that much more. So that is the effects. You guys could set these to whatever you want. It's your personal choice, and like I said, you guys will have access to this preset and Ableton chains. So I definitely encourage you guys right now to experiment and not copy this, because if you want this, it's there for you guys. So just come along and do your own settings as I go through. Now, before I did all this, I'm going to turn all this off so you could hear what it sounds like now. And then how I sound design it was when I mapped the settings from here to this, it started popping up, and then I put all the defaults back in because I think I put it back, it puts it back to 0 when you map it or whatnot. So yeah, and then I was playing with the macro, and then I would slide these around to get it as open as I like when the growl was all the way open. And I would do that to each setting, so then that way when I move the knob, all the way low sounds good, all the way up sounds good, and then when you morph in between the two, that's how you get the growl. So again, all personal choice. This will be there for you guys to pick apart and look at. So once I did that, I wanted to make the sound more unique, and by doing that was this auto filter. So let me do a before and after for you guys. And then you put the auto filter on. It like sucks it, and it gives it just a whole new meaning. Like the sound just changes, and I like that. Gave it more of an edge to it, more gritty. And that's also what I did with the overdrive. I just wanted to get a little more grit to it and map it as the knob was going, because the sound kind of thins out, so I wanted to just saturate, drive the top. So now it's more powerful and not so thin sounding at the top end. And the utility is just a stereo imaging, pulling it in from 50 and then out to a little past 100, just to play with the stereo with some more. And that's the preset for you guys. Like, it's nothing really difficult about it. It's just, if you don't do the work, it seems difficult. But if you just sit there and just click out the settings and listen to what the settings are doing, you'll know exactly what to do and you'll make some great sounds. So don't overthink the process. Just dive in and start tweaking things, and just know kind of what the finish line is going to be like. So when you're working, you know, okay, yeah, that sounds cool, but it's not going to add up into the finished product. There's a lot of things I could have done to this sound in the matrix and all that stuff, but it would make it too crazy to get that growl movement working without it sounding just FM. It's tricky to work with when you're automating the matrix and stuff, because when you put the settings up too high, everything just kind of here, you'll see. Destroys the sound and tears your ears. So that's this preset. If you guys want access to this preset and Ableton chain, you guys need to tell us where to send that. So click the link in the description below. It'll be that first link that you see in the description. It'll say something along free stuff in the link. Click that, put your email in there so we know where to send you this Dropbox link. The same Dropbox link will have everything we ever give away uploaded in there in real time, and a lot of the times before the videos even get uploaded, so you guys will kind of see our content that's going to be uploaded the next day, and you guys will already have access to all the sounds and stuff before the public even knows about it, which is kind of cool because you guys could be the first to jump on in, implement them in your songs. Don't forget to like this video, comment what you want to learn in the next series, next week's videos, and don't forget to subscribe. We have a lot more coming. We're working on Udemy courses, full-length production courses, sound designing, all that stuff, and we're going to stick around and continue to keep making these weekly tip videos for you guys. And I'm ADAY here with Tarant Records, and it was my pleasure teaching you guys today. See you guys in the next video.
It goes like